into another brand new episode of Have a Shift Day, another playoff edition, episode 31 on the season. Megan here with Nick. We're going to have Ryan joining us, finally able to join us for a podcast episode. He'll be joining us in about 20 minutes. Nick, how are we doing today?
We're doing good. We might have breaking news right off the rip here.
Already? What?
So somebody tweeted a picture of this. Now, at first you might be saying, oh, it's just something somebody made. Well,
No, I see the black and gold premiere up top.
Well, but the top comment is this.
Oh, crap.
Just saying.
So fun fact for everyone. Everyone knows we have the game notes that we always use, or I always make and use, and that nobody looks at. I didn't make any today because basically we're just talking all things conference finals. Ryan and I are going to talk a little bit of PWHL stuff, but nothing else has really happened in the NHL besides playoffs over the past week, but that might change. So I don't know if I can scroll Twitter while I'm using my phone as my microphone. So, Nick, you're going to need to keep an eye on that. That's a developing story. You heard it here. We probably didn't hear it here first because this is coming out at 5 o'clock today. But Evgeni Malkin might be back. Literally, I went and saw my mom at work today and had lunch with her, and somebody asked, like, if Malkin was coming back. I'm like, I don't know. I don't have that insight. I will find out at the same time as the rest of you. And might have an update on that now. Who knows? But before we get into all of the conference finals madness and a potential Evgeni Malkin contract extension, make sure you are subscribed to Have a Shift Day on YouTube and Spotify, and make sure you are following us on TikTok, X, and Instagram at @HaveAShift_A so you never miss an update on when we are going to have a brand new playoff episode out, and you never miss any of our daily playoff recaps, our Stanley Cup and 60 recaps, and anything else we might post about, like this potential Evgeni Malkin extension that Nick is trying to look into. But we are going to dive right into the conference finals, which are in full swing. Nick, I'm going to need you to multitask on this, looking for Geno info and talking about the Western Conference Finals, which we are going to start with. If you've been following the Stanley Cup 60 videos, I have mentioned that the Avs are in trouble, and the Avs are basically dead. They might die tonight. Vegas leads that series 3-0, and the Avalanche, the President's Trophy winning Avalanche, the Cup favorite Avalanche, the absolute wagon of a team Avalanche, didn't lose in regulation for like 2-3 months, are on the cusp of being swept by the pillow fight division winners, the Vegas Golden Knights. So, Nick,
Yeah.
we didn't see this coming. We talked about how we thought this was going to go 6 games, maybe 7 games, that it was going to be the Golden Knights putting up a fight against the Avs, and the Avs would be pretty dominant throughout this.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have confirmation. This is real. He's being re-signed.
Oh my
Malkin is back
gosh.
next year. Geno is back, everyone.
Okay,
Geno
so
is back.
breaking news: Evgeni
1-year
Malkin is
extension.
re-signed to a 1-year contract.
The
So
Penguins, it is a real thing. The Penguins announced it to season ticket holders early. Cassie Marshall just confirmed the news that Malkin is returning to a 1-year deal with the Penguins.
dang.
So yes,
Okay, so we don't know any
Evgeni
details on the
Malkin.
contract quite yet, do we?
All we know is a 1-year extension. Geno is staying a Penguin for at least 1 more year.
Okay, so we
Wow.
will. I think I want to wait until Ryan gets in here to talk about that. I'm gonna text him real quick and say as soon as he gets in here, we're gonna flip the switch, and we're gonna talk about that.
Where's
So
the
let me
Have a
text him real
Shift
quick.
group chat? Oh, I'm just gonna hold on.
Here, you text the group chat, and then I will send the text to Ryan. That way he's not like, what? because he's going to be confused. So, yeah, Evgeni Malkin is back for another year. Looks like we will probably have the big three back for another year. I mean, Letang's not a free agent. We don't know if he's possibly going to get traded or not. That's still to be determined, but we're at least going to get Sid and Geno for one more year together. And text has been sent to Ryan. Okay, we're going to talk about that later once Ryan joins, so we can get his thoughts and we can have a full-blown discussion and break this down. Hopefully by then we'll have details on the contract and know how much he's being paid this season, and what this means for the Penguins season. And so now let's just get back into the Western Conference Finals, which we hardly got into. Nick,
Yes.
like I was saying, we did not expect this series to be like this at all. So
No.
what is going on with Colorado? Or have we just severely underestimated Vegas?
Yeah, Colorado's falling apart here. This team, I think, is just... I don't even want to say Vegas is, like, playing well. They are playing well, but, like, Colorado just took the foot off the gas, and I don't even know. It's tough to watch. It honestly is. Like, McCarr's playing hurt. I think everyone knows that. And he doesn't look the same at all. He doesn't look like his dominant self. He hasn't looked like his dominant self. And now McKinnon might be hurt. Like, it's wraps. Like, you were up 3-0, and you had the Fortress absolutely quiet. That's an unacceptable game to blow. And I think that's literally the final nail in the coffin to this series. It sucks because I want Colorado to win. I'd rather them win than Vegas, but Vegas' stars have just really shown up too. Marner's played absolutely unreal. Eichel's played well. Even Stone, when he came back, made an impact immediately. Vegas' defense has been good. Vegas' depth, their forecheck has been relentless. And Carter Hart's has been very, very good in net. And yeah, I think the combination of Vegas is playing very well, very strong, very structured, under Tortorella, combining with how kind of lackluster the Avs have been this series. It's just, you're seeing it on both sides, and it sucks because, like I said, I want the Avs to win. I'd rather McKinnon get another ring for Sid, but... And there's the Josh Yohe tweet, 1 year, $5.5 million.
$5.5 million, okay.
And the Penguins have tweeted, welcome back, Geno, so...
It's official, everybody! By the time you're watching this, you know it, but you're getting a live reaction to this news. So that's the great thing about filming in the afternoon, I guess. I don't know. We've done these playoff recordings at strange times. We've done mornings. They were always on. Well, we always filmed them in the morning last year. This is the only time we could do it today, 2:00. And then we had a nighttime recording last episode. But hey, perfect timing on our part. So, Geno's back.
That's awesome.
We'll talk about that later. Can't wait to talk about that with Ryan. So, yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right on everything that you said about Vegas. Their stars are showing up, and I mean, Colorado's excuse these first two games of the series could have been, oh, we're without Makar, but Vegas was also without Mark Stone.
Yeah. And
now both of those players are back, and you've got Makar playing at, like, I don't want to say 50% because I don't know how he's feeling actually.
Yeah.
But Stone scores in his first game back from injury.
Yeah.
And that's a huge confidence boost. You know that he's recovered well. He's definitely not 100%. Like we said before, nobody's 100% in the playoffs. That's not how it works. Everyone's playing through something. But now with McKinnon possibly being out, I saw a tweet that he was not at morning skate, but also it was, I think, Nichushkin, Ross Colton, and Brent Burns were not at morning skate either. So I don't know if that just they're just doing maintenance, all four of them, or if McKinnon might be out, which that would not be good for the Avs, who are trying not to get swept. But I think you mentioned Carter Hart. He might be the least talked about story of the series, because we're talking about how the mighty Avs are about to possibly get swept. They've collapsed, and Vegas is essentially going to the Cup now. I know, like, series isn't over, but it's so difficult to come down from 3-0. We know it ourselves. We've only seen it. We haven't seen it in, like, 10 plus years, like, successfully happen. So they have to flip a switch tonight if they want to try and make that comeback. But that with McCarr not fully healthy and McKinnon not healthy either, that's going to be really, really difficult for them to do. I started talking about Carter Hart, and then I said he was the least talked about thing, and then I stopped talking about it.
I, like, zoned off for, like, 1 second, and you went from Carter Hart to, like, McKinnon to McCall, and I was like, wait, where was the transition?
No, that was my bad. There was no transition. So Carter Hart, yes, he's been on a tear for Vegas. Let me pull up his stats. Fun fact,
breaking news.
Is it more about Malkin?
No.
Now what?
Nathan McKinnon is in tonight.
Oh, okay, thank
Mackenzie
you.
Blackwood will start. And Nichushkin might be in tonight. It's a maybe.
Interesting.
That's all.
The news timing today is just amazing. We're getting a live reaction to Geno. We're in the middle of talking about the Avs Golden Knights. We're getting all these updates about the Avs lineup. It's amazing. This is perfect. Thank you,
Also,
Jesus. This is great.
I have a little bit more update on. So the Penguins are not trading. I've told teams they're not trading Letang.
Okay.
So they will have the big three run it back for year 21.
It's crazy. That's like my
Also known
entire
as-
lifetime.
Please, one more cup run. One more.
Oh, we're going to have some
Please.
more than a miracle if we want to get a cup this year.
Just one more. I don't acquire like Matthews or Robinson or somebody. Just one more cup run, please.
If we get Matthews, my brother will be the most insufferable person
Get
ever.
Austin
Okay.
Matthews. I go on my Leafs Matthews to go see to a Pens game, and it makes sense.
So back to Carter Hart, because we keep getting off script. We don't have a script. But fun fact, Artur Shilov still leads the playoffs in goals against average.
Does he really?
He really does.
That's our number one goalie next year. Let's go.
What about Sergei Murashov?
He'll be the backup until he wins, like, he goes like 10-1 in his first 11 games. Then they put him the starter, and he just leads us to the cup.
True. Calder Cup for the Baby Pens. They're in the Eastern Conference Final. That starts tomorrow. They're playing the Marlies.
Pittsburgh, Toronto.
Yeah. So Carter Hart, his stats during these playoffs. I have to like move 5 things on my screen here. Carter Hart has a .230 goals against average and a .923 save percentage. And he has all 11 wins. That's correct. Yeah, all 11 wins for Vegas so far this season. This playoffs.
11-4, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, we knew he was a good goaltender when he was in Philadelphia. And when he came back this season in December, he really struggled. Goaltending has been kind of a weird issue for Vegas all year. It's been up and down, and then of course we know that the whole division is just weird and mid.
Why? I don't know about that now.
Well, Okay, well, in the regular season they were mid.
Yeah.
But why? What do you think changed in Carter Hart's game going into these playoffs and throughout this entire run for Vegas so far?
I just think the confidence. I mean, I don't know. They seemed to like make him the starter more toward the end of the year, and he started just playing well. And for them, they've just, I think, just I don't know what this like they just believed in him. I guess you could word it as. Yeah, he's just looked really strong. He's not like he's really like stationary. I'd say. He's not like flopping around. He's really like centered to the puck, and he just looks really solid. He looks calm, cool, and collected in net, and kind of he's been that way since the end of the year, and it's shown in the playoffs. It helps when your team's playing this good in front of you, but he's not making the mistakes. He's really grown into like a solid goalie that you know he was projected to be since he was drafted by Philly. And I'm glad it's not in our division anymore. But yeah, he's just a solid goalie. He's really playing to his potential that I think all hockey fans knew he had. And yeah, he just looks solid. He looks like he's really developed into a solid number one goalie for them. And yeah, I mean, you're seeing it live. You're against a insanely good Abs team with a great depth, great offense, and yeah, he's just stopping everything basically. I mean, he just looks really strong, really confident. Even when like goals get by him, like he doesn't like get in his own head, it seems. So I think that's another big thing.
And I think
And
that was really helpful in Game 3 because
yeah,
obviously the Avs went up 3-0 in the first
yeah.
period and
And he didn't let that
Tortorella
get to him.
didn't pull him.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what the dynamic between Hart and Tortorella is like, but I'm sure, like you're saying, he doesn't let things get in his head, and I'm sure Tortorella, as his coach, knows that like, okay, he's fine mentally, he's okay, and it's also the
Mhm.
first period. I know a lot of times teams will pull their goalie after that. That happened when the Avs went down 3-0 to the Wild in Game 5 of their last series, and it benefited them. But
Yeah.
there's also we've seen it in these playoffs with Montreal. They make the decision not to pull Dovish when they're down by multiple goals early
Mhm.
because it's a weird scenario where like yes, pulling your goalie when you're down that early can sometimes help you wake the
Mhm.
team up, turn things around. Maybe whoever's in net is just not having a great night and he's just off his game for whatever reason. You're like, okay, let's get him out of there so we don't like
Mhm.
so he can wake up the team, he doesn't get lit up, and he can just sit, rest, relax, not have to worry. But also on the other end, keeping your goalie in there has we've seen it's helped them maintain that confidence and know that like, okay, I've let some goals past me. It's okay. It's early. I know my game. I know my potential. I'm good. And clearly, seeing as I'm still here, the coach trusts me.
Yeah.
And we don't need that sort of wake up call. We're not panicking.
Yeah.
Pulling your goalie isn't always a panic move, but sometimes it feels like it is.
Mhm.
So, I think
Yeah, I
that
think it.
keeping him in for game 3 was a great move.
Yeah.
And like you said, because of that confidence he's been able to build through these playoffs,
Mhm.
he remained in net, shut everything else down the rest of that game, and helped lead Vegas to another win.
Excuse me.
But no, it's like the second time, maybe third, we've seen a 3-goal lead early in a game, and it just poof
Bye bye.
disappears, goes away.
Bye bye.
And that so I always say, and my dad always says, 2-goal lead, worst lead in hockey.
Two
I think a
goal?
3-goal, 2-goal, like you're up 2-0 or you're up 3-1.
Oh, he's wrong on that.
Mm,
I would say
two,
3.
3-goal leads might be the new 2-goal leads.
I've always said it's 3-goal leads.
I mean, it could be both. Honestly, you're not really comfortable until you have a 4-goal lead. And even seeing as... I've seen a 4-goal lead blown twice in 1 week. I don't even feel confident on that until there's
I literally needed to
1 minute left in the game, and I'm okay, we're good.
Yeah, no pun intended, but I literally need a 6 or 7 goal lead to be comfortable. with this team, yes.
Yeah. I've seen a 4-goal lead almost squandered twice in one season. So
I have seen it squandered.
Okay, I mean, I'm referencing the Sharks game, and then the... I guess we did have a 4-goal lead on the Mammoth, didn't we?
We had a 3-0 lead.
Right. Okay, so it wasn't.
We
played the Rangers
the Detroit game. We were up 4-0 and we lost 5-4 in overtime. I'm just on us.
That game that sucked. I'm just mostly referencing this season. The other time we played the Rangers. We played the Rangers. It was when we had the Cup reunion. We ended up winning 5-4. But we were up 5-1, and then the Rangers were goal, and I'm like, guys, please, not again.
Yeah, I was with Levi, and
we're past this. Yeah. We're okay now. It's not December. Hold on, and they did, and it was fine. And then the vibes in the locker room were great that day. We won. Doesn't matter. That was 4 months ago. So, yeah, no lead is safe.
Geno.
Did Geno make
a
post?
He posted this on Instagram. Also, read the caption.
Were you worried? Always a Penguin. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Always a
how much you want to bet Ryan's gonna come in here and he's be like, why did we re-sign him? He's not gonna help.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, speak of the devil. We were just talking about you.
Oh, it's okay.
You said his name.
Ryan's back, everybody! Woo!
Hi, everybody. What is up?
We can wrap up on the Western Conference Final real quick. Nick, any thoughts on tonight's game? Ryan, we can get your thoughts on the series quickly.
Tonight's game, get the booms out. This is sad. This is depressing. Just get the booms out and put me out of my misery.
I'm so disappointed. This series was supposed to be so good, and then, the Avs just fumbled. Totally.
That's terrible. Man, Carter Hart might be
well, moving on. Ryan, I told you Yeah.
No. C'est la boue! C'est la boue! C'est la boue!
We'll get to that series later. Ryan, I texted you about this. Who's trying to call me in the middle of the podcast? No! Don't know if anyone heard my phone ring or not.
Who was it?
It was spam. We have breaking news early in the podcast. Evgeni Malkin is back for 1 year. Nick, please give me the number. We called it. We literally, that's what we were talking about before you came in. We're like, how much you want to bet Ryan's not going to be happy?
No, I'm not, but it's okay.
This guy's pissed.
Well, no,
Nick,
I'm not.
Before you rant, Nick, can you remind me how much the contract is worth again?
1 year, $5.5 million, Geno, in the big three, year 21. Let's go.
I feel like $5.5 million's not bad.
It's more than we should have gave him, though.
I knew he was going to say that.
Maybe.
Ryan, I missed you.
No other team in the NHL has given him more than 3.
Ryan, I missed you. I'm so glad you're back.
Yeah, oh man, where do I even start? It's definitely a tricky scenario because obviously you knew it was probably gonna happen because I didn't really see him going to another team. I thought he would just retire and go play for the Russians if we didn't get him. I don't think Kyle Dubas wanted to sign him. I think this is a marketing move, and genuinely, because if he would have signed him, it would have been way earlier. Because this is not a number that it's extremely hard to get. He knew he was going to have to take a pay cut no matter what. So, in my opinion, I believe that if they were going to give him $5.5 million, they would have came to that probably, I want to say, a few weeks ago, and it's something that we shouldn't have had to wait for. It's something that they just brewed up upon because it's a marketing move. We have to keep the big three together. This is not a Stanley Cup winning move, because if we saw how he played in the last, like, I'm going to say 4 to 5 months of this year, especially, and Nick can attest to this because Nick was fuming about him too. I mean, we're talking some atrocious hockey. We're talking pointless weeks, like literally, like pointless weeks for Evgeni Malkin. That is just, I mean, I don't think this is a Stanley Cup winning move. I think it's all marketing. And
I don't care if it's a marketing move. Big three back for year 21.
the thing that really does confuse me, though, is doesn't Chris Letang's contract end next year, too?
Next year.
So it's next year. So Sid, Tanger, and Geno end next year.
Oh my gosh!
Here's why this confuses me, right? Because Sid's not going to be done after next year. And Geno's whole thing is, I want to retire with the big three. Bro, sorry to break it to you, but Sid's not going to be done next year, right?
He might retire with one of them. So...
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
It's like,
we'll see.
I'm calling it now. We are going to be sitting in the exact same scenario next May when we probably do not make the playoffs. I'm going to say this. We're going to be like, oh, sign Geno one more year, keep them all together. This is just going to be a reoccurring factor because this is not, I mean, if it didn't happen this year, it's not going to, I mean, I could see him retiring next year, but he's not going to willingly go away like everyone thinks he's going to after this year.
But Ryan, you're forgetting a big scenario of this.
What is it?
So this offseason, right, when we acquire one of Jason Robertson, Brady Tkachuk, Austin Matthews...
Brady Tkachuk?!
Or like... Oh, I forget the fourth one off the top of my head. When we acquire
Connor
one of
McDavid?
Connor Bedard.
Next year.
I said McDavid, not Bedard!
Oh, McDavid, sorry, that's the other one, yeah. So when we acquire one or multiple of those guys... combine that with the big three, and we go and win the cup in the last year, and Malkin and Letang retire as cup champions. And then we watch Sid and McDavid cook the league until Sid retires. I mean, this peak cinema. Like, come on.
I like it, Nick. I like it. I guess we'll go with that.
I love Nick's silly scenarios.
We're gonna get McDavid.
How about we just go 1-for-1, Anthony Mantha for Jason Robertson?
Yeah, like that's all.
Fair trade, right? Fair trade.
Like,
and they can honestly give us a pick. Like,
yeah, Mantha had more goals than Robertson this year.
Don't we have to offer sheet though? Because
we don't have to offer sheet if we acquire his rights.
That's true. That's true.
What, you signed to a little contract?
We'll see.
You go and grab I mean, you could grab Bedard off of RFA.
How much money do we have left after this?
Great.
That's a good question because we still need to. We gotta calculate like what's opening up because I don't think Mantha's coming back. I don't think Skinner's coming back. We already re-signed Dewar and Solovyov.
Good picks though.
Yeah, Clifton, he's coming off the books. I don't know if he's coming back or not.
Cool. So let me look. And
trying to think of everything else. Everyone else.
Yeah.
We still have to. We have to re-sign Chinikov. He's going to be an RFA.
Bet we better sign him. If we don't, and we
I hope we do.
If we sign Geno and we give Chinikov not what that's where I'm gonna start fuming. Right now, I'm okay with it because I understand the motive.
Yeah.
But like, no Chinikov I would be livid.
All right.
Quick.
For the start of since the cap's going up, the Penguins will have since the cap is going up like a decent amount. The Penguins right now have about 10 million in cap space.
That's not enough for Jason Robertson.
Nope.
He wants 12.
That's before the cap goes up. Because once the cap
goes up... Oh, this is before.
Yeah, but who else are we signing still? We're going to give we better give Chinikov at least 5.
Yes, Chinikov.
Okay, wait, Nick. What is it when the cap goes up? Do we have to do math here?
I think it's going to be a lot more.
We're going to have to do math.
I thought the cap was only 11. Is it like 8 extra?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's 8 extra.
Yeah.
So if we're going to be at 10, then we're going to be at 18. We give Chinikov 5 for 5, and no, we give Chinikov like 5 for 5 years, and then we give Robertson 12. We have like 3 to play with.
We can afford him. It's in the budget.
But like, we're dangling on the edge right here.
It's close. I mean, if we're gonna acquire his rights, we're gonna have to give up something, and that something might clear us some cap space.
I'm fine if we get someone like Jason Robertson or like a star winger like Brady Tkachuk, hypothetically.
You got to get Robertson. You have to.
I think
if we get Jason Robertson, ship like Raquel for cap space in part of the return.
We're also looking at Mason Marchment too, so we might cough up some stuff for him.
There was also some young guys I saw, like Shane Wright, which honestly
Sorry.
Mason Lohrei.
I'm so anti-Shane Wright. I don't want him on
there. And there was another one. Hold on. There was another young guy. It was Lohrei, Shane Wright, Mintyukov, and...
Where's Mintyukov play? That's Anaheim, right? Okay.
Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Frig.
Like, now that we're thinking about this, and I know this might be a little off topic, but who the heck's getting McDavid next year?
Penguin.
Well,
Penguin!
Because he's not staying. We know he's not.
No, he's not. Unless they win a cup next year. Ryan, you were not here. You have not been here for our multiple Edmonton Oilers discussions because we talked about them when they got eliminated, and then we talked about them last week because we had to go over the Chris Knobloch firing. If you have any Oilers thoughts, please tell them to us right now because I would love to hear them.
Okay,
wait, Nick has numbers.
Okay. Well, McDavid's bags are already packed. He's living in Airbnbs and he's already selling his house. So it's like this. There's no way that this guy stays in Edmonton. I don't get it. Because if he was going to stay in Edmonton, why does he sign for 2 years? He's a generational player signing for 2 years. I'm sorry. We almost signed Geno for 2 years. Like, that's crazy. So it's like, Davo, I'm just afraid. Like, what if he ends up in like a Toronto situation or something like that? Like, you already got enough. We don't need it, okay? Like, we don't need that.
Plot twist, he goes to Vegas and wins the cup the first year he's there.
If he goes to Vegas, I might stop watching this sport.
like genuinely, I don't even know what to think.
Fuming.
Because, okay, so are they taking, who are they going to take? Because, like, in my opinion, I don't think that they should take Toronto. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. I don't think that Toronto should take what's-his-face.
Gavin McKenna?
I don't think they should take McKenna. I think they take the kid from Sweden. I think that kid is freaking nuts.
Either way, you're going to get a stud.
You're getting an absolute stud.
Well, John Chaika's drafting, so we really can't guarantee they're going to take McKenna.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Mahona at first overall.
Huh?
Who's the kid from Sweden? Why am I blanking?
Ivar Stenberg.
That guy is a he is like a celebrity.
And McKenna are going to be studs.
He will change a team. Mark my words.
Going to change a team.
Sign it. Put it on the document. He's changing a team. That kid's nuts. So I don't even know. I think, but like McDavid, if he doesn't go to a place, I think he could go to Toronto. I think that's a big market for him. I also like. It scares me because where I could also see him going, let's say the Stars get rid of Robertson and they stop paying Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin $10 million each, then a huge amount of cap space after next year is going to open up.
Money!
And the Stars are going to have a boatload of money to give to McDavid.
McDavid goes to Dallas?
I could see Dallas or Toronto for McDavid.
If McDavid's not going to come to Pittsburgh, stay in the West. Please.
If he goes to Toronto, the city is going to get wiped off the map. Like, you think these fans are
if he goes there and doesn't win, that city will not exist.
Do we think he's winning a cup? If Bro doesn't win a cup, I'm going to lose my mind.
If he's going to Toronto, no.
No, he's not winning a cup.
No, if he comes to the Steel City...
I am starting to get to the point where I am actually genuinely starting to pity McDavid and feel bad. Like, ooh, like, dude, you're almost 30.
But what about
and
this?
you still haven't gotten
What is it?
yourself.
After next season, right?
Yeah, he still has one.
So
Well, no, he just
hear me
signed
out
his
here.
extension. It kicks in next year. So after next season, he will have 1 year remaining.
Okay. Let me
I know
cook
what
you.
Nick's gonna say here. I
Let
know
me
what
cook
he's
you,
saying.
okay? You know what I'm
Oh,
gonna say, but I'm
gosh.
gonna say it anyway. So let me cook you, okay? So next season, right? The big three ends, okay? So Sid obviously stays, but Malkin and Letang decided to retire.
Two-thirds of the big three.
2/3 of the big three decided to
I just
retire.
thought of something.
So Malkin and Letang retire, obviously. That opens up so much. All the cap space gets opened up, right? And then you still have Murashov. And does Murashov's contract end after this year? Next year?
It might, because he was here last year. So.
Dang it. Okay, hopefully he's
Let
not
me
like a
look while
superstar
you're
yet.
talking.
If he's not like a superstar yet, you can get him like a nice $5 million deal, even though he's going to be deserving of like $18 million after he's like
Holy
Andrew
cow.
Hammond prime next year,
Yeah.
and leads us to the Cup. So the Pittsburgh Penguins coming off the Stanley Cup in the last, so big three, two of the big three retire after winning the Cup. Murashov gets a nice like 5-6 million. What are you tying
Yeah,
at
so
now?
Murashov is currently on the second year of his 3-year deal. So after next season, he will be in most likely an RFA. Why am I like lagging?
So then you just let like, not all obviously, but like a good amount of your RFAs or UFAs, you resign the successful ones, you let go of the other, the ones you can do without, the replaceable ones. You have all that cap space. Here you go. Connor McDavid, welcome to Pittsburgh.
I will second that with some. I will say a different route for Connor McDavid as well. I could see that happening, Nick. So I'm not going to blame you for that. I'm not going to doubt you on that whatsoever, buddy. Because if that happens, all the high fives are coming your way, pal. It's happening.
Well, keep in mind, they can say, you want to play with Sidney Crosby, your hero?
Right. But you know what they also could say? Do you want to play with Macklin Celebrini?
Oh, the Sharks could target him.
That's what I'm thinking. They have so much young talent that Edmonton will be like, yeah, we'll do a rebuild. What the heck? And they'll just give away all their
And they have the second overall pick this year.
Right.
They're gonna get either McKenna or Steinberg on top of that.
Okay, wait, quick question on that. Do you think, in my personal opinion, I think the Sharks need to draft a defenseman?
See what they do though.
I don't know. It's like, but you have two generational talents right there.
I know, that's like the problem. Like you have it right there, but you also have all these budding stars already on your team on offense, and you need defense. And you're so close to actually finally getting into the playoffs, finally being a fully serious team.
I get that. The only thing I could think they could go for is getting, like, let's say Stenberg's on the board. They get Stenberg, they get another offensive guy. And then they say, okay, now that we have another offensive player that we know we can rely on, like Stenberg, you get rid of a pick and then another, like, offensive player that's obviously not Stenberg, that's not Will Smith, that's not Celebrini, that's on your team, that could get you more so, like, a veteran kind of defenseman to get that older age on your team, because I feel like if you get that and some more firepower, that's really what's going to, shift this team to turn it around. If that kind of makes sense, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it does. And that's why I think the Ducks were so successful this year, because they had a really good mix of youth and veteran experience. Like, it was plenty of those guys' first time in the playoffs, but you also had guys like Jacob Trouba, Chris Kreider, John Carlson, guys who've been to cups, or like Carlson has won a cup and has had that experience to like rub off on the younger players. And like they beat the mighty Edmonton Oilers, who people were thinking could possibly win the cup this year and finally get over the hump, because no Florida to worry about, but they didn't. So, and the Ducks,
warm weather teams is not that good.
Yeah,
but the Ducks, Disneyland teams technically, like Disney teams.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
I don't know what you said. I was in the middle of
Disney
something and I heard Disney.
Like Florida, and then Anaheim.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying Edmonton doesn't do well against Disney teams. Is that what you're saying? Okay, I gotcha. You're correct. But yeah, I mean, great point on that, Ryan.
I guess Tampa is definitely closer to Orlando than Miami.
Tampa is.
But still, like, Florida.
So how did we get to this point in this conversation?
Great question. I started
all I can say is I was just in Orlando, and I asked Donald Duck why he hasn't put a ring on Daisy's finger yet. And
you asked him that?
He didn't know. He was like this, and I was like, bro, you got it.
No way.
Well, lock in.
Good job.
Yeah, I know.
Good job.
I said it's been a minute. Like, come on, bro.
You have fun?
Oh, dude, it was the greatest time ever. It was so much fun.
I'm glad.
Yeah. My feet are still recovering, though.
Well, yeah, that's average 30,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
It's fun, though. It's worth it.
Oh, it was a blast. It was a blast.
If I ever get back to Disney, I need to ask those characters, like, silly, sassy questions like that.
Have a shift day senior trip?
It would be our senior trip.
I would do it.
Well, Ryan can tag along.
I will tag along. True. Yes. I'll always go to Disney. Always.
Disney Universal? A week?
If we can afford it.
It really beats on you, though. It kicks your butt.
Yeah, but it's so worth it.
We have to stay to Disney. Oh, Art of Animation was the greatest place I've ever stayed in. That place was
awesome. You see the Art of Animation?
It was so nice.
It
was so nice. And then we were just gonna get a room with 2 beds, and I was gonna sleep with my mom. And then, they asked us, did you get this room because you love The Little Mermaid? Or because it was the cheapest option? We're like, it was the cheapest option. They're like, how about we move you to a family suite for free? And we lost our minds. So we were in the Hakuna Matata suite or whatever. And we had
the Hakuna Matata suite.
Dude, it was 2 bathrooms, 3 beds.
That's so sick.
Yeah, we were.
There's literally an Hakuna Matata suite.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts.
That is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it was a blast. And, hung out with, Anna and Elsa and stuff. And, it was fun. They asked about hockey, and I told them, because I had a hockey shirt on, and obviously, and they're like, do you play that game on ice? And I was like, yeah, and you know who else does? The GOAT, Sidney Crosby. And they're like, who's that?
Ryan.
Awesome.
Wait, what was that conversation like when you told Anna and Elsa about Sidney Crosby?
They just were like, oh, I don't know who that is, but Olaf likes to use his feet instead of a stick. And I'm like, well, that's great.
You can't score a goal like that, Olaf. I know. No, you should have told them about Sergei Murashov's Olaf.
Oh, I didn't.
That would have been the greatest thing. You should have been like, hey, so this team here, the Penguins, we have a goalie, and he has this tiny figurine of Olaf that he takes everywhere.
Oh,
they would have loved that. Missed opportunity, Ryan.
Well, that's what we do. That's what we do on the Have a Shift Day trip to Disney.
We'll take a day trip to Jacksonville too and go see
100%.
Jake.
It's settled. We're doing it.
Oh gosh, I'm not gonna have any money after I graduate then. Okay, so, anyways, moving on. Or real quick, Ryan, I just want to know your thoughts on Chris Knobloch getting fired, because that was the other part of our Edmonton discussions lately.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move. I think they need to change the scenery because obviously, you have him for next year. He's leaving after next year. Either way, because when Davo leaves, he's gonna be gone. And I think getting this type of it's like a Muse situation. You know what I mean? It's like who knows who you're gonna bring in, and if this might bring a spark to the team, that you never know what might happen next year because they have the talent to do it. But maybe focusing on a new voice in the locker room could be that switch that they need to give them one last hope because they're going to try anything that they can do to keep McDavid, right?
Yeah.
And if this is a step in that direction, they're going to do it because obviously you cannot be hurt anymore than you already are. So why not make this move to do it? So I think it's a smart move by them if they are doing anything they can to keep Davo. But I think it's crazy because, Knobloch coached him in Erie and then coached him in Edmonton and then is now gone. So I'm excited to see who the new face is, but I think it's a good move.
All right. Well, I didn't exactly agree with that take last week, but you make a good point. So
I mean, I could see it either way, though, 100%. He's a good coach.
Yeah, like, I was just like, this is your solution right now? Maybe we should start with the general manager or the roster.
Right. I just think
preferably the general manager, but they weren't going to do that, so here we are. Edmonton has no coach, and they might not have a McDavid in a year.
Well, they'll just get John Tortorella. Tortorella
with 8 games left in the season next year, and then they'll go win the cup. There you go. You're welcome, Connor McDavid. We just saved your career. Anyways, moving on to the Eastern Conference Final. We have a series happening over there, not whatever the heck's happening in the Western Conference. The Carolina Hurricanes are up 2-1 over the Montreal Canadiens. They have now won back-to-back overtime games in 3-2 overtime games in the series. And they've held the Canadiens to under 15 shots for back-to-back games. So, bad start to the series for the Hurricanes in Game 1 when they got absolutely shellacked by the Canadiens. And I definitely think that has to do with how much rest they actually had. But now these last 2 games, they're really starting to look like the Hurricanes we've seen through the first 2 rounds of this playoffs.
Yeah, Montreal needs to wake up, and they need to do it fast because you need to just play dumb. You need to play dumb hockey. And if that means dump it in and just try to get it towards the net, then that's what you have to do. But you're not going to win a game. You're not going to win a series off of 12 shots. Yeah. That's insane. And the fact that they barely squeaked by it, because this is not something that's new. This happened all throughout the Tampa series. They had 9 shots, and they won Game 7. 9 shots. So it's like... And by the way, Montreal, please do this, because for us to actually enjoy the Stanley Cup Final, no one wants to see Carolina-Vegas. Sorry.
No.
But we want Montreal-Vegas because we know, we want Montreal, Avalanche, but that's already a freaking thing in the
Here's the problem, though. I feel like even if the Canadiens do make it to the final and they play Vegas, as it most likely will be, I feel like that's going to be a quick series. And so if we get Carolina, I think that one's going to be a bit more hard fought. Could go 6, could go 7.
Whoa. Hold on.
So I'm like, pick your poison here.
Go back a second. Did you just say that if Montreal makes the finals and beats Carolina, that Vegas is going to dominate them?
They might. I mean, hey, that's what happened. That's what happened 3 years ago. The Panthers swept Carolina, and then they lost in 5 to Vegas, and were outplayed.
No.
Just
I understand.
Well, based on how they've been playing the last 2 games, I'm like,
yeah, you're not gonna this series will end in 5 if you do not get your shots up.
Yeah,
this series will end in 5 if you don't get your shots up whatsoever. The bounces are not going to go their way. So it's like you need to wake up. You need to be able to wake up.
I mean, yes, but I absolutely still believe in the Habs a lot more than it seems you two do.
Well, no, I believe in if they wake up, but if they play the way they played the last 2 games, they're not going to win another game.
Yeah, and they've been sort of carried by Dobish the last 2 games, which all love and props to Dobish. He's been unreal these playoffs, and it's awesome to watch. But Montreal, like you said, dumb hockey. They just need to play simple.
Yeah.
Like, I know Marty St. Louis has said, they need to not try to put on a show in front of the home crowd because they're now 2-5 on home ice in these playoffs. So
you can't do that in front of those fans, bro.
Yeah, you just have to simplify it. I know you want to give the fans this exciting thing because it's what everyone talks about when they play these games in Montreal. They're like, oh, it's the loudest building in the league. It's the craziest atmosphere. It's such a difficult atmosphere to play in. You're making it a difficult atmosphere for yourself to play in because you want to try and meet the expectations of these fans, give them a show, give them something to cheer about. You don't have to give them a crazy show to give them something to cheer about. I don't know if it was overtime or there was a moment in the game, I believe it might have been overtime, where Montreal had a 2-on-1 against Carolina. And I could see that the pass was going to get taken away. Chatfield ended up sprawling out on the ground, taking that pass away fully. And I was like, shoot it. You have to shoot. You need to shoot. Even if it doesn't go in, you could try and get a rebound here. But you just, in this 2-on-1, you can't pass. Because you're not going to have that pass. And whoever it was ended up, running out of room, still waiting to try and make a pass, and then, like, ended up doing something between their legs.
That was
like,
Suzuki. He was trying to get to
like,
Caulfield.
you can't...
He had to just
like,
shoot that. He had to lip it.
You can't be this fancy. I mean, this is the playoffs. Yes, there are highlight reel goals that happen here from time to time, but when you're this deep in the playoffs and when you're in overtime, this is where a greasy goal comes in to win.
Just gotta grip it and rip it.
A gritty goal, a rebound goal, a weird bounce. Weird bounces happen in overtime. Like, you can't, like, in overtime, you just have to throw everything at the goalie, everything at the other team, which is exactly what Carolina was doing to Montreal and, like, suffocated them to having no shots in overtime. That's what you have to do if you want to win in overtime, because playoffs aren't always pretty. You have to win. You have to have ugly wins. That's exactly how they made it out of the Tampa series. That's exactly how they made it out of the Buffalo series. Those Game 7 wins were not pretty. That is how you have to play against this Carolina team that does not allow you to shoot on goal a lot. You have to dump it in. You can't be playing east-west trying to make all these fancy passes to impress the crowd. You have to dump in, get on the forecheck, generate some chances, actually start peppering Freddie, because he's just getting these easy 12, 13-shot games, and your season's going to turn around. I mean, not your season, but the series is going to turn around if you start just playing a gritty game and not trying to be fancy.
Yeah, and exactly. And I want to, reiterate on that a little bit, especially when you're talking about, east to west. You got to completely cancel that out. And the fact is, it all starts with just getting it in the zone. And the fact that they haven't done that whatsoever is the reason that you're not getting these chances. I mean, you have to get into the zone. It's obvious hockey. And what we saw, especially on both power plays last night, they might have had a shot on those power plays, and they couldn't even get in the zone. I think the time on attack was like a 6-minute difference because of how much neutral zone play they try to fancy up. And if they're not going to do that, then things are just not going to go their way. And I hope that these 3 games really, and that's what who was on the bench before the game. I don't know if you guys watched, but I think it was Suzuki. They talked to Suzuki before the game, and I think Biz asked him, like, what do you have to do to take away from game 2 and to just refocus to be able to gain more opportunities? And he straight up said, well, we just need to be more simple. And that's exactly the opposite of what they did in game 3. So I think he needs to just listen to himself, and that message just actually needs to be proven.
Yeah. Yeah, you make a good point about the lack of zone entries on the power play. Carolina's defense is just a wall there. And you can't go through a wall whether you're trying to just carry the puck in or make passes.
Yeah.
You gotta dump the puck in so that little wall will disperse, and then maybe you can start generating something there. So, on Carolina's side, like I just mentioned, their defense has been strong. Montreal did have 41 shot attempts last night. Obviously not many went on net, but that Carolina defense is still not allowing Montreal to generate sustained ozone time. So I think that's they could score more. Of course, I know they've won the last 2 games, and it's worked because they've been scoring enough to win. But I mean, if you want to dominate, not give Montreal any sort of life, gotta score a little more on Dobish, and I know that's been hard.
Amen.
Yeah.
So we've got game 4 tomorrow night. What are your guys' thoughts, predictions? I know we went over what Montreal needs to do if they want to turn the series around. Just what do we think we'll see? What do we want to see?
The Habs win.
Yeah, what I want to see is I want to see the Habs win, and I hate to say it, but I think it's really hard to be able to tone down a hot Carolina once they find out how to get around you. So I think it's going to be close. I don't think we're going to get a blowout either way, but hoping Montreal wins. But I wouldn't be surprised if Carolina is able to get the edge just on how well their offensive zone is. I mean, and just ability to maintain just an insane amount of chances. So, like we said, if Montreal turns it around, then I can totally see Montreal getting hot and be able to shut this team down. But it's really hard to take down a team like Carolina, especially after winning back-to-back games, because Montreal hasn't lost 2 games in a row. And the fact that they've done that, this is a little bit of a hole for them. They're trying to find a way out of it. And I think I could see them turning it around, don't get me wrong, but it might just be that hole that they won't be able to get out of.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Yeah, I mean, I was going to bring up that stat that this is the first time that Montreal has lost back-to-back games during these playoffs. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond to that, because we've always seen them respond well to a singular loss, never back-to-back losses, especially losses that were so similar to each other in terms of score, ending in overtime, lack of shots. So I don't expect the Habs to be playing exactly like that again, but I mean, it's just a matter of if they do start generating more shots, if they can beat Freddie and play the game that they played in Game 1, which I know is going to have to be different because this is a Carolina team that's not coming off of 12 days of rest anymore. They're fully locked into the series, fully have their legs under them, but we will see what happens tomorrow. Okay. Ryan, this is the first time we have spoken since the PWHL season has ended.
Yeah.
Unfortunate ending for us. That was a few weeks ago that the Frost were eliminated, but they were eliminated by the eventual champs, the Montreal Victoire, win the Walter Cup this year, defeating Ottawa in 4 games. Marie-Philippe Poulin named the Ilona Kloss MVP. So, I mean, Ryan, this is just a deep and dominant Montreal Victoire team. I'm not surprised that they won. They ended up coming out, defeating the Frost to dethrone them and then take that crown themselves. But, I mean, your thoughts on the end of the Frost season and, I guess, the Victoire winning.
Imagine if they squeak by that Game 5. If they squeak by that Game 5, they win again. They're not losing to Ottawa. And especially after that performance, the Frost was able to put up against Montreal, then they would have put up the same thing against Ottawa. So it's a bit tricky. Now, not to throw any excuses out there, and I understand there was some sick players on both sides, so it did benefit from both areas, but the delay from the 11th of May to the 12th of May, I don't know if that put anything on the Frost, but they seemed like they were ready, you know? That team seemed like they were ready to come out hot in the Game 5. And it's not like they played awful either, you know what I mean? I mean, it's an overtime. But
You mean the Victoire?
What's up?
You said the Frost came out hot because of the delay.
Well, I was thinking that the Frost, because of the delay, it's like the Frost were ready to come out in normal Game 5, and then the delay, if that makes sense.
Okay, so I know what you're saying now.
I was expecting, if it all stayed with the normal schedule, I was expecting the Frost to come out and obviously come out with the win, because I was like, wow, they're really hot right now. They're looking good. They were chemming throughout 3 and 4 pretty well, especially watching those games. So it's like I was expecting, I was ready for the game. I was sitting there. I was ready. And then they're like, it's been postponed. And I knew, I was like, that's going to be it. You know what I mean? That's going to be the little message that kind of, all right, this isn't our year. And throughout that game, there was a few chances that the Frost had that just didn't work out. And it's one of those games that it's like, all right, I guess it's just not going to go our way, right? So it's nothing against them, but it just seemed like it was meant to be for the Victoire, and they definitely put on a show in the finals. Holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a really exciting finals to watch. I mean, game 4 was definitely heavily in Montreal's favor, so that one wasn't as crazy as the first 3. But I mean, first Canadian team to ever win the Walter Cup, so Walter Cup's finally in Canada. Good for Poulin to get her Walter Cup. I am a little hate that it was the Frost lost to the eventual champs, but I am happy for Poulin, because she's already a legend, and that was the one thing that she needed. She helped build this league, and it's great to see her and many others finally achieve the ultimate prize that they helped create, essentially. So I also want to get your thoughts on all of these expansion teams, because I haven't talked to you about that since then. I'm personally excited for Detroit because I'm going up to a game in Detroit for sure.
I was just going to say Detroit, yeah.
But, I mean, Detroit I wasn't surprised about. Hamilton I wasn't surprised about. But Vegas and San Jose, those came out of left field.
I was like, Vegas definitely came out of left field, but San Jose really surprised me. I was not expecting a San Jose team. Vegas, I was like, do they have the money? Yeah. So, okay. But, like, San Jose really shocked me. I'm excited to see what these team names are, because that's always the most fun. Is just seeing, like, what their branding is going to be. If they're, like, places like Vegas are going to, feed into the, I don't want to say gambling, but, like, the whole show atmosphere. And, like, if, San Jose is going to try and keep with the blue and white. Like, I'm excited to see if they're going to try and tag along. Because, like, Montreal, there's a little bit of tan in there and stuff. But, the red and white is there and stuff. So, it's like there's some teams that definitely go along with that. So, I'm excited to see what these brands are.
Yeah. I'm so excited for the Detroit team. I have a lot of family up there, and I've got a little cousin. She plays hockey, so I'm so excited that she has a team to go watch. That's cool. Also, I watched the press conference that they had, and like they played this little thank you Detroit video right before they're like, so yeah, it's official, we have a team. And her picture with her friend from when they went to the takeover tour was in that video, and I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, texting my cousin, her mom. I was like, she's in the video. Oh, you guys are in a team. I'm coming. I don't know when, but I will be there. So hopefully it works out with the schedule, because I want to go see the Frost so bad that I can get up there for when the Frost play. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to compromise, pick another team. But yeah, I'm so excited.
The Frost game would be crazy.
Oh my gosh. I just need that to happen so bad. All right. Well, that is all we have to talk about this week. Nick disappeared for a whole P-Dub conversation. Do we have any final thoughts we want to get out about anything going on in the playoffs, or any Malkin thoughts? Because we went off track. Go ahead, Nick.
I have a really specific thing. It's related to hockey, but for next season.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, there is going to be new jerseys for all 32 teams next season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that.
So, it's called the Hometown Remix. It's basically like the City Connects, but for the NHL. So, oh my gosh, the Panthers and the Islanders jerseys got leaked. I don't know if you guys saw what it looks like or not.
Nope. I have seen them. Oh, Ryan, you haven't seen them.
Ryan, you haven't seen them? Well,
I've been hanging with Donald Duck, man. Like,
keep in mind, these are kids' jerseys, so the logo's a bit smaller. The actual logo will be a bit bigger. But this is the Islanders jersey.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool.
I just saw your breaking news notification.
This is the Panthers jersey.
I'm worried. Oh! Oh, no!
It's pink!
Oh, no.
And also,
Can I give a hot take?
It's literally the Solar Bears.
Hot take.
What's your hot take?
I kind of like the pink jersey. I think it's so fun.
If you do like a pink helmet with it, you have to. Like, that would be crazy.
So,
I don't think they will though, but I don't know if I want a pink helmet. That might be too much
pink.
pink.
The main colors of each jersey was released.
I don't know if that's all
blue,
of the
right?
main colors. Okay,
No,
I saw that, but
we're getting a new navy blue jersey next year,
which is so sick. But I saw the graphic you're talking about. There is so much blue in that. I don't know if I fully believe it, or I'm just trying to convince myself, like, there's no way everybody's getting a blue jersey. Of course not everybody, but like, I just kept seeing blue. I'm just like, why is everybody getting a blue jersey?
A bunch of teams are getting black jerseys too.
Okay, maybe I'm just like half colorblind like Ryan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams are getting black jerseys.
Holy cow!
I hope that ours is like more of a 08
Can you
and
can
a
can you
011.
9
turn
are getting blue jerseys.
can you turn that graphic around again, because I think some teams were like cut off from what I was seeing.
No,
Okay,
this
so
is
you have
blue.
the full graphic now.
Is ours light or dark?
Why
is
are the
navy blue.
Ducks and why are the Ducks
Ducks
in
are wearing-
blue?
The Ducks are wearing
black-
green jerseys that are based off of the original Mighty Ducks jerseys.
That's fire.
And the
Why is
Blackhawks
it
are
like a
getting
neon
blue
green?
jerseys based off of like the Irish heritage, like how they dye the river green, and
Yeah, but
like,
why
we're getting
is
like
like
St. Patrick's Day themed jerseys, kind of.
Can you turn it around again? Because I only picked up on those two because they were like so bright. I need to like look at them. Okay, so Ducks green, Bruins brown, Sabres blue, Flames red, Hurricanes gray, Black. It's gray. There are
It's
other
gray,
ones that are
it's
white. They're
It's
gray. Blackhawks green, Avalanche like an off white.
Right.
Who's next to the
dude.
Avalanche? I can't
my
see.
God. Winnipeg's
That's the-
is gonna be shots if they're white.
Someone's next to the Avalanche? I can't.
That
That's
is
the Blue
Columbus
Jackets?
wearing, like a gray jersey.
What's
Okay,
Winnipeg?
Columbus gray.
Winnipeg
let
is
me
like
think.
a navy blue.
Dude,
That's not a
missed
remix.
opportunity.
That's not a remix. Okay, Dallas white, Detroit red. There's not much that they only have like 2 colors. Edmonton black, Panthers pink Panthers. Kings purple, Wild like
Black.
dark green, black. Okay.
Black.
Canadians white, Predators blue, Devils black, Islanders white.
White jersey you just saw.
Rangers blue, dark blue specifically. Senators black, Flyers like dark gray. Penguins
Yeah.
navy blue, Sharks teal. Kraken
Wait,
that looks
black.
like black.
Yeah,
Black.
there's-
Okay, Blues black, Lightning black, Leafs tan.
Yeah, I don't know what that's
I don't know
gonna
who's
be.
next to the Leafs.
That's Utah.
The Utah teal or light blue. There's not much to remix for them. Canucks. That looks like it's dark
It's
gray
like
or
dark
black.
blue.
Dark
Very
blue. Vegas black. Capitals light blue. Jets dark blue. Okay, you can take it down now. I've fully processed everybody's.
The
colors.
Jets missed opportunity. Do a whiteout. Come on.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. I mean,
Do a white
it's
with
a
blue
leak.
numbers.
True. It's a leak, so things could be
So,
inaccurate.
I have more information on a few of the jerseys as well right here.
Okay, please do tell.
So, per Icelytics, who is like the
These
big-
are leaks, so let's
Mm.
everybody take them with a grain of salt too.
well, here's the thing. Icelytics, though, very accurate on his leaks. Very accurate.
Okay.
Because I've been following him for years. Very accurate.
Okay.
So Anaheim's jersey, its shade of green will match the green used in the Mighty Ducks original movie. Boston's
Okay.
sweater will feature a collegiate style, likely featuring a wordmark type logo on the chest. Calgary's jersey was described as, quote, a bit of a Saddle Dome tribute.
Okay, that's cool since it's their last
Carolina's
year.
uniform is not expected to include a Whalers throwback, unlike the reverse retros.
I think that makes sense because this is supposed to be the hometown.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you don't want to reference something that's not your hometown.
Yeah.
Continue.
Alright, next, for Edmonton, the black base jersey will contain elements from the navy blue and neon orange alternate jersey that debuted in 2019.
Okay.
Utah will feature the sky blue color in their logo and will feature a, quote, tusk-centered theme.
It'll be interesting to see what Utah does because they also have to make Winter Classic jerseys this year.
Yeah.
For them. Same with the Avalanche because I saw those ones were white. So okay,
Yeah.
continue.
Sorry. Vegas's black sweater may end up looking similar to the Reverse Retro 2.0 look, which featured a diagonal glow in the dark, quote, Vegas wordmark. And last one, Washington's shade of blue is set to correspond with their infamous 90s Skrigal jerseys.
Like the Screaming Eagle, like Ovi wore in his rookie year?
Yes. But like the blue that was on the striping of that jersey,
Hang on.
That's the blue that's going to be like the primary color. And the full collection is expected to launch at some point in September.
Okay. That blue on that graphic seems it's like it's way too light for the jersey that you're talking about. But
So here, So look up the 90s one and look at the blue jersey.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Just that graphic
so
you showed. It seemed like it was a lot lighter than.
Lighter.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Basically that jersey, but a bit lighter.
So if they do that, are they going to be keeping their alternates of the red, white, and blue Screaming Eagle, or are those like gone?
Great question. I don't know.
We will find out.
Because it's basically like reverse retro. So
yeah,
except like basically like that combined with like the City Connects.
Who's playing Gracie Abrams?
That was I don't know. It just popped up on my Instagram.
Anyways, good pull, Nick. Good pull for that discussion.
I'm excited for this personally because
I am too. I'm excited to see what jerseys we love, what jerseys we hate, and hopefully we have a good Penguin jersey. Trying to just, what if they did the navy blue kind of like the 2011 Winter Classics, but it's the logo from the 2008 Winter Classics, the one that's not the penguin with the scarf.
I'd be good with that.
Okay,
I'd be fine with that. I know Sid probably won't be fine with this.
Would or won't?
Won't.
Why would you say that?
Because last time he wore a navy blue Penguins jersey, he got severely concussed and was out for like a year.
Good point. Didn't we wear that a few times though? Like the next year is just like an alternate for fun.
Yeah, and I don't think Sid was that big of a fan of them.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
What jersey was he wearing when he broke his jaw after that concussion?
I don't know. It might have been that jersey.
I'm gonna look that up real quick. Because I think Nick might be looking it up because I think it might have been that jersey.
Sidney Crosby breaks jaw 2013. Hold on. Oh, yep, it was that jersey.
Oh no! Okay, so this might not be good. This might not be good. Sid might need to call the league and be like, hey, you need to make those light blue, not dark blue, because dark blue,
it's not the league. Each team picks their own color.
Just, if we make the playoffs, do not choose the blue jerseys.
Please do not.
Just wear the blacks. I get that they want to do like a whole gold out or gold rush during the playoffs, which is why they probably chose to wear the gold ones this year. Just wear the regular ones. Yeah. I like our alternates. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a hater of them. Yes, I'm not a hater of our alternates. Just wear the normals. I prefer those in the playoffs. Like, this is the playoffs. Yes, they're supposed to be fun, but this is also a serious time. Let's be serious. Let's go full black and gold, and we're here for business. We're not here for flashy jerseys. We're here on a business. So, that's my take on that.
Yep.
Well, great stuff on the conference finals, the PWHL. Malkin getting re-signed. He's back for another year, everybody, and a lovely talk about these possible jerseys. Let us know, what do you think about the leaked jerseys, especially that pink one? Because personally, I like it, and whether that has to do with me being a girl or not, that's to be determined. I think it's fun. Let's have fun with jerseys every once in a while. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. Make sure you are subscribed to Have a Shift Day on YouTube and Spotify if you aren't already. And also make sure you are following us on Instagram, TikTok, and X so you never miss an update on when we will have a new episode out during the playoffs. And so you never miss one of our Stanley Cup in 60 recaps and any other content that we may post. Thanks again for watching, and probably the next time we see you, we will be previewing the Stanley Cup final. So we'll see you in the finals.